With that being said, we've talked about policy. We've talked about, from a very objective angle, what this policy looks like and means. But what does it mean to be in a position where you can affect this policy, where you are helping build policy? To that effect, I would like to introduce Dawn to come and speak. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you. Oh, also, sunscreen. Anybody needs it.
Skin cancer is no joke. Everyone, thank you very much for not leaving yet. When he invited you, you could leave now. So I was like, oh, great. Well, goodbye, everybody. My name is Dawn Ennis, and I like to say, because some people call me Dawn Ennis, it rhymes with tennis, not with penis. Thank you. I'm from West Hartford. I am the outgoing co-chair of the LGBT Caucus of the Democratic Party. I am a professor at the University of Hartford, and I am a transgender woman. I like to say that's like the fifth most interesting thing about me. So I'm here to talk about a couple things. And Sarah, God bless you, you did such a great job that there's really little for me to say about book banning, but I will add a couple things. A quote by a poet, and I love poetry, Heinrich Heine, Germany, 1797. Where they burn books, they ultimately will burn people also. Book bans, book burning, they're just a step toward fascism, towards racism, towards all the isms. And if you're on the side of somebody who's banning books, gosh, you're on the wrong side. Think about just our American Revolution. How did the word spread? It wasn't mostly callers and people yelling on street corners or, Paul Revere riding on horseback. It was books. It was writings. That's how people learned about the revolution and about standing up for our rights as colonists. Go back 500 years. It used to be able to hear or learn something, you went to church. Yay, thank you. And all the churches had control over the printing press until this guy named Johannes Gutenberg started printing things with a printing press so that people for the first time could take a book home. They could learn to read, and they could read a book in their own homes. And it wasn't just what the church taught them. Nothing against churches, but it was a monopoly. So for 500 years, we've had the ability to spread the word of knowledge. I'm not just here on behalf of the Democrats or the LGBTQ community. I'm here on behalf of Maya Angelou, who left this earth and isn't here to talk. But did you know that her books are among the most banned? I mean, the most banned book in the country is 1984. Talk about irony. And right now, genderqueer is among the most banned books in the country. But Maya Angelou, whose first book, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, 1969, has been cast out of libraries for decades now for lesbianism, for rape, for sexual explicit information. And somebody on this group's, Justice Southbury's Facebook page said, "You're supporting pornography." And I responded to them, no, it's not porn. I know what porn is. It's not porn to show children that all bodies are different, that not every body is the same. And there really aren't male and female bodies, they're just bodies. A lot of people would like to say, "You're a man." And you know what I say to them? That's not what my doctor says. That's not what my partner says. It's not what my gynecologist says. It's not what my ID says. I determine who I am. Thank you. I determine who I am. That woman who yelled, "It's not just Black Lives Matter, all lives matter." She can't read. It doesn't say only Black Lives Matter. It just says Black Lives Matter too. And we need to focus on those who are marginalized. I'm a white woman. I'm trans, but I have so much white privilege, I can't possibly talk to you about how much harder it is to be a black trans woman or a black person, period. So all of us need to stand up to these haters, as you are, for 171 weeks. God bless you. And I'll read this last quote. In response to efforts to ban I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, Maya Angelou once said, I feel sorry for the young person who doesn't get to read it. So let's stand up for all those young people so that they can read. All lives matter, but we want, more than anything, to remember that books matter too. And so do our rights. Thank you very much. Woo!